Hey YouTube. So I am recording this because I'm kind of like doing a trial. Not even kind of, I'm 100% doing a trial. I'm going to wash my hair. It's been 3 weeks since I last washed it. I normally don't go that long. Normally, well, as of 2022, when I started learning better from the Black Girl Curls stylist, I try not to go more than a week without washing my hair, but sometimes life happens. So it's been 3 weeks. I'm about to wash it tonight. I know this is going to be a longer wash because I'm it's been 3 weeks since like I detangled my hair. So I know it's gonna take a longer than usual. I'm doing a little bit of finger detangling, but not a whole lot. I should have started doing this an hour ago, but I was busy fooling with my hooded hair dryer because I just moved into my new apartment. And so I'm in the process of starting to unpack as of like yesterday. And so I could not remember how the hooded dryer is supposed to, like the top, if the bulky part is supposed to have like an extra step to it, or do you just plop it onto the stand? I spent like an hour looking up on YouTube trying to figure it out because there was another black thingy in the Ziploc bag, and I couldn't tell if it belonged to the hooded hair dryer or to one of the lamps that I haven't put back together yet. So wasted an hour before I just accepted that the hooded hair dryer, the bulky part, is just supposed to go on the stand. However, it fits weird. It's like kind of tilting, but I think it's because the bulky part now has a little crack, probably due to being in a box and having other stuff on top of it. So there's a little crack, which is probably why it's kind of like leaning. So, anyways, I said I started recording because I'm gonna do a little experiment. I am now in Maryland. I used to be in Denver, Colorado. So I got used to doing both gel and mousse wash and goes in a dry climate. Now I'm in a climate with some humidity. And I did do a wash and go since I've been here, when I was in DC staying with a friend until I could get my place. And I did it with the Mousse Def texture foam, and that one ahead of my birthday. Yeah. And that turned out well. I had to use a handheld dryer for it, a diffuser, but it turned out well. But I haven't done a gel wash and go yet because I didn't have my hooded hair dryer, and no way was I gonna like hold a handheld dryer for the time it would take my very dense hair to dry. So I haven't done one since a gel wash and go since I've been here. And not only am I doing my first gel wash and go in a humid environment, I'm also using two new products that I haven't used before, but I've had for a very long time. So the first one I'm using is the Weedad Gel Tress Effects. Is the Tress Effects Styling Gel, memory interlock technology for lasting definition and hold. I take that with a grain of salt. This probably looks backward to you guys because I'm using the front facing camera, but it says define scrolls with strong hold for consistent, well-formed spirals that last. First of all, I don't have spirals. I'm taking that strong hold thing with a grain of salt because although I don't use the typing chart anymore since I started following Black Girl Curls, I have coarse, dense hair, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt. So I'm using that, and I'm also using, because of the humidity, I'm using the Weedad heat and humidity gel. Define Curls Lockout Humidity. This I've used before, like years ago, which is why it's mostly gone. But that's the experiment. It's my first wash and go with two new gels. We're gonna see how it goes. I will be back after I've washed my hair. I will start putting the gels on in the shower, and then I will come out when it's time to. I'll start recording again. You can probably hear the apartment next to me, but I'll start recording again when it's time to rake the gel through my curls and set my curls. All right, so I'm done detangling. It's been an hour at this point. Even though I said I wasn't gonna do a whole lot, I did a lot. I realized I should probably say what I'm going to use to wash my hair because it's been so long. Since it's been 3 weeks, I'm going to clarify because my hair is dirty. So I'm going to use, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to use this clarifying shampoo, clarifying shampoo by Sense, the Color Awakening Hair Bath. I lifted up this one because I usually alternate between the Taraji P. Henson Honey Fresh Clarifying Shampoo or the Kinky Curly Come Clean Clarifying Shampoo. I don't clarify my hair a whole lot because I don't put a lot of products in my hair. I do it every couple of months, either when I've been traveling a lot, so moving, between different like environments, and I know stuff is, getting in my hair. When I've been traveling a lot, or when it's been like 3 weeks since I've washed my hair, I'm like, oh, my hair is dirty. Let me clarify it. Let me use like a very strong shampoo. So usually I do this one or the Kinky Curly, but as I was unpacking, I saw this one. It's more full than the others because I don't use it a lot. Even though my hair doesn't have color, Aisha from Black Girl Curls, unless I'm misquoting her, said like this is like okay to use even though your hair is not color treated. So I'm gonna use this one, and then because my hair is gonna be stripped, I want to use a hydrating shampoo afterwards. So I'm going to use the Sense hydrating hair bath, hydrating cream hair bath, and then I'm going to use. I should be using a deep conditioner. I like to use a deep conditioner when I haven't washed my hair in a while to kind of treat my hair. But it's like 9 o'clock at night and I don't feel like waiting the 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna use my normal conditioner, which I love, which is the AG Care Boost Apple Cider Vinegar Silicone Free Conditioner. I love this conditioner. It's thick and gives my hair a lot of slip. So I'm gonna use that, and then I'll use my gels. So let's go. Okay, here I am dripping wet. Usually when I do wash and goes, if I'm gonna make a mistake, it's going to be not putting enough water, underestimating how much water I need. And here, I don't think I overestimated. I think it speaks to what I said before, which is that I don't expect these gels to have much hold because when I squeeze them onto my hand, they were pretty thin, not thick compared to my nails. I need to get these nails off because this one I'm pretty sure is broken. Like my real nail is broken because it's really tender. Sense I Create Hold and the Do's Be Girl, they're not like those. Very thin, which tells me that it's not gonna have a lot of hold. And just the way that they were foaming in my hair, granted, I think I did put too much water, but I don't know. I think it's not gonna be that much hold, which is fine. I'm tempted to put a little bit of I Create Hold, and also the way that like my hair is not heavy. Like I put a lot of water, and usually with like I Create Hold, I can count on like my hair being heavy, and my hair is not heavy. My hair is very light, which tells me that this is very light hold. So I'm tempted to put I Create Hold. My face is gonna get all ashy because I haven't put on any product, but I'm tempted to put a little bit of I Create Hold. Like, look at my roots. Usually my roots do look like this, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait and see what these two products do by themselves because maybe I'll like the look. I'm tempted to put a little bit more just because like it's dripping, but I don't know. And then the way my ends are, like if this was the Do's Mousse Def, I would know that I'm gonna have products in my hair after it dries, but I don't know. Should I add more products? Should I add more water? I don't know. Let's just take it as it is. I won't do much raking because I think my curls are clumping, have already clumped. Like look at these. They've already clumped, they've already like separated. Let me use where is it? This is the brush that I use, the thick curl detangler, I think. I bought it from Black Girl Curls or Black Curl Magic, the website. Oh, also, by the time I finished, when I said it was like 9 o'clock, it was actually closer to 9:30. And by the time I finished showering, by the time I finished washing my hair, showered, and applied the product, and I stepped out, it was about to be 11:40. So it was 9:30 when I stepped in, about to be 11:40 when I stepped out. So a little over 2 hours, which is what I expected. That's how long it takes me. In addition to, like, the fact that I daydream in the shower, this is how long it takes me when I haven't washed my hair in a while. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna separate with my fingers because this does not have a whole lot of slip. We're gonna find out if this works or if this was a fail. I think these two products are more lightweight than advertised for my hair type. Which I fully expected. But that just means that my hair will turn into a fro in, shoot, probably 2 days, which is fine. I think the fro is my final form. I love big hair. I actually typically don't like the way my hair looks in wash and goes, especially the first few days. I have a lot of volume, so I like my hair to look big. And my wash and goes, especially when I end up doing them right, to me, my hair looks, not just to me, my hair looks too flat and too contained. So I'm not a huge fan of wash and goes, but they do help, and they're useful to me because, like, they prevent my hair from tangling too soon, because, like, the way I describe it is that my hair is like organized and like frozen, especially when I use a gel that actually has hold that works for me, a strong hold. My roots are gonna be puffy in like a day, especially with this humidity. I have to research, now that I'm here, I have to research gels that have strong hold, and then I have to test, if they work on my hair. But like strong hold gels that the naturals who live in high humidity places use. And granted, like, you can't defeat humidity, but you can do a little bit to like slow it down, but you can't like defeat what humidity does to the hair, what the moisture in the hair and the air does to the hair. So, but I think I'm gonna have to add, I don't know if I create hold will be enough to hold my hair down when I want to hold my hair down. So I'll have to look. The other thing I need to do now that I'm in Maryland is find a natural hairstylist. Not a natural hairstylist, a curl specialist, like not any old natural hairstylist, but someone who knows how to work with curls. I haven't had a haircut since November, which is when I left Colorado. So I am overdue. I'm sure I have raggedy ends. I started doing a preliminary search for hairstylists using the Black Girl Curls like stylist directory. I wasn't confident with the initial results because when I was looking at people's websites and I was looking at examples of the hair, because I need to see my hair. I need to see someone who has close to the volume and like tight, coarse hair that I do. I wasn't seeing that. I wasn't seeing it on their website. I wasn't really seeing it on their IG. But like I said, it was a preliminary look. So I'm hoping I missed I missed something, but I wasn't feeling confident by what I saw. When I was in Colorado, I found like a stylist from that list. I was in Denver. I had to drive all the way out to Loveland to meet her, this white lady. She turned out to be great, but when I first went to her, I was very nervous. And she knew, which was good. She was like, I know, like, you're probably like hesitant because I'm white. I'm like, yeah. Like, I read her credentials and stuff, but still. But what helped is that I saw like one person on her website or Instagram that had hair like mine. I'm like, okay. And their wash and go looked good. So I was like, okay. That was when I first started, not when I first started, but when I was doing the hair detox, and then I took the plunge and got with a stylist, which I never had before. And I've been natural since 2010. But yeah, every like 3 months I would drive out an hour and change to go see her, and she would take care of me just to get her haircut. I only got like the full service once. Just to get a haircut, I would drive over an hour. So wish me luck in finding a natural, not just a natural hairstylist, but a like curl specialist who cares about hair health and knows how to cut tight curly hair in its curly state, not wet. It was easier to rake with these gels than the thicker gels, probably because they're so thin. But let's do my little part. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna have a random part in the middle of my head like I always do. Like when I would go to my stylist in Loveland, I'd have to wash my hair and do a wash and go because she was only doing a cut, and the cut didn't come with a wash. And so I would show up with this random part, like one. Look at this, my hair. You see the puffiness? No hold, no hold whatsoever. It's so thin. Look at this, thin, very thin. No hold. We're gonna have a fro in about. Let me sleep on this one good time. It's gonna be a fro. But yeah, I would have a random part, like probably like right here, a random part. I never know how to fix it. And my stylist would end up like, she'd use like a Dyson like hand dryer, which I don't have. I don't have Dyson hand dryer money yet, or like not money I'm willing to spend on that hair dryer. But pray for me that I have enough water in it, and when my hair dries, there won't be like product in it. Pray for me. I hate when that happens. And when that happens, usually like I'm just like, well, I hope when I'm sleeping it rubs up against the bonnet and like that takes care of it. How does the back look? What in the hell? What is this yellow liquid? The hell? Is the back messed up? Like, oh crap. Let me grab my mirror. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You see that random part? Whatever. It's fine. Okay, let's go sit in the dryer for like 50 minutes and see where we're at after 50 minutes. Oh, it's midnight now. All right, let's go. And then I'll show you the final results. Wish me luck. And boom. I did not mess up on the water ratio, like water to product ratio. Look at me. Wow. Let's see what the back looks like. Let's see what the back looks like. Yes, 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 yes. No product on my dried hair, so I didn't mess it up. This actually is stiffer. It has a bit more hold than I thought it would, or they, since I used two of them. Yeah, this is cute. This is the end result of my wash and go. You can tell I need a haircut because, well, basically because my ends are just not snatched. You see the little squiggly? Yeah, because I need a haircut. Yeah, my ends. But yeah, success. And movement. So we shall see how it holds up, basically. I'm not gonna do like a day by day. I'm just gonna hopefully remember to check in at the end of the day tomorrow to show you what it's looking like. But as far as how I'm gonna sleep, I'm just gonna wear my regular bonnet. I have a buff that I like to use on like day 1/day 2 hair. Just like put it over and then like pull it back, and so like it ends up flattening my roots, but I don't have time to look for it, so I'm just gonna wear my regular bonnet, which means that when I tuck my hair, like usually I have to tuck my hair behind my ear to fluff it inside the, stuff it inside the bonnet, which means like my roots are gonna live, but like my roots aren't flat anyways. You see my roots are already fluffy. So, but yeah, this is a success. I'm very happy considering like it's the first time I'm using both of these products. We'll see how my hair holds up in the humidity when I'm outside tomorrow. But yep, success. No product. I got it right. I'm so proud of myself. See, I have learned over the years. All right, well, that's the end of the video. Successful wash and go. Check. And now it's time to go to sleep. Thanks for tuning in. This was just a random, like, I'm about to wash my hair, so let me make a video. So I'm not gonna like separate. I'm just gonna let whatever is clumped up together, like this right here, I'm not gonna separate it. I'm just gonna let it do what it do as the days go by. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Thanks for watching. I don't do like hair videos like that. I'm only a natural hair influencer in my head. But if you do like talking about movies or hearing people talk about movies, like and subscribe. I also keep saying this is also like a travel channel, but I don't be posting my travel stuff in here. I will start to, but yeah, at the very least, like this video. Bye. This is official day 1 morning after sleeping on it. It's looking very, very nice. I'm about to step out and just be in the world, and we'll see how it holds up. But yeah, this is beautiful. This is great. I think this is a winning combo. It's the end of the day. I hope I don't look as horrible as I think I look, facially speaking, because I didn't exactly get my beauty rest last night, and I haven't exactly been getting my beauty rest. But as you can see, different nails. I went to get my nails done after work today. Rocking the purple. Valentine's Day is over, but look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Full day in the elements. Don't mind my wall back here. I googled what that was, and apparently it's due to like condensation. I forgot to turn on the fan when I was like showering, but held up very well. End of day 1. I think this is a winning combo as I like get settled into this like, humid environment. So once again, the combo is the Wedad, the Curl Experts, Vita Curl, Botanical Omega 369 Complex Tress Effect Styling Gel. This one, the green color. Put that first. I had separated my hair in half, and then 4, so 2 in front, 2 in the back. And then again, because I'm working with so much hair, do smaller sections. So like when I was working with this in this quadrant, I parted the hair in half, and I applied the product and so on and so forth. And then once I was done with the quadrant, I completely, added this, water, all that stuff, and then I would add this per quadrant, and then I would add a little bit more. Not an exact science, not an exact math. Like I said, one thing I'm going to get wrong, if I'm going to get anything wrong, is how much water, but I got the water right this time. The topper, as it were, is the WeDad Advanced Climate Control Anti-Frizz Nanotechnology Heat and Humidity Gel. Define curls, lock out humidity. Yeah. Winning combo, I think. As far as like dry time, I usually set my the timer on my phone for 50 minutes. When I use Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic, I used to have to use that. I usually start my hair timer. Stop. When I was in Colorado, when I was in Denver, I would use Curly Magic as a base because I needed the humectant. Like I needed to pour water into my hair. And so like I would go with that, I would put too much, etc., etc. Like I would need more than 50 minutes to get my hair and especially my roots completely dry. This 50 minutes did the trick. I didn't have to put extra time. So I just wanted to show you. End of day one. It's a success. So thanks for tuning in. I know I already said bye, but please do like and subscribe. I don't know if I'll do another combo. There are a few I don't know if I'll do another combo. I think I'm gonna stick with this for a little bit. But there are a few like gel combos that I'm interested in trying. I actually don't like experimenting with my hair as far as like product and stuff. So, but I am still a little bit of a product junkie. So I could go over like the products that I have, but whatever. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was at the very least enjoyable, watching a natural hair video. I used to love those, especially when I first went natural. So, and I've been natural, for anyone who's curious, since 2010. I can go into my whole natural hair story, but big chop in 2010, was natural for 7 years, got depressed, felt the steps and stuff to take care of my hair was too much, even though my hair was still very much growing. I big chopped again in 2017 after I tried to lock it, but then I missed anyways, it's a whole story. So I big chopped in 2017 again because I was like, I'm depressed. Like first time I was ever depressed, I want something new. So I big chopped again. I did a taper or whatever, and then started regrowing my hair from that, and then locked again, lasted even less time because I missed my loose curls. And then in 2022 I started following like the Black Girl Curl simplified way of taking care of my hair, and really started trying out wash and goes, because prior to that I was like, my hair is 4C. When I was using the typing system, that's what I would, my hair is 4C. Wash and goes are not for me. Like I had never attempted a wash and go prior to this, because also I had the delusional vision of my head of what a wash and go is supposed to look like, and it definitely wasn't like this. It was like the looser curls. So in 2022 or 2021 I started like paying attention to Black Girl curls. In 2022 I finally decided to partner with a stylist. So the length that I had, I lost a little bit of it, because before that I wasn't getting my hair cut by a stylist. I was doing it myself, just snipping here and there when I saw like single strand knots, like we were taught to do in YouTube University. And so in 2022, I got my hair cut in the shape of a heart. Essentially, it's like a taper, but it's the shape of a heart. So like if I were to do a middle part, you'd see that right now I need to cut, but like the front of my hair is longer, and as it gets to the back, it gets shorter and shorter, like a heart. Before the cut, prior, the way my hair grows is that the back is typically longer without like any manipulation. The back grows faster. But yeah, extra information, but bye for real this time. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you liked it, and then also let me know if you have any questions. Bye.